Welcome to GZ Coins World YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover 5 Liberty Lincoln pennies that could shack you right out of your seat. 1 cent. Just a penny. Tossed aside, forgotten in pockets, fallen between couch cushions. But what if I told you that among billions of Lincoln pennies minted in the year 1983, one holds a secret so powerful, so rare that it's worth $28 million? Yes, 1 cent worth $28,000,000. This is not a legend. This is not fiction. This is the true story of a tiny copper-colored coin that broke the rules of minting history, mystified collectors, and shocked the world. Get ready to discover the penny that changed everything. Chapter 1: The Birth of the Lincoln Cent. To understand why the 1983 Lincoln penny is so important, we must first go back to the beginning. The Lincoln cent was first issued in 1909 in honor of the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny showed Lincoln in profile on the obverse, replacing the allegorical liberty that had adorned coins before. From its birth in 1909 through 1958, the Lincoln cent featured wheat stalks on the reverse. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse displayed the Lincoln Memorial, cementing its place as one of the most iconic coins in American history. Chapter 2: The penny's biggest change, the composition switch. For decades, pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But in the early 1980s, the cost of copper began to rise sharply. Producing a penny actually cost more than 1 cent. So in 1982, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision: switch the penny's composition to a zinc core with a thin copper coating, saving millions of dollars in production costs. But this switch brought more than cost savings, it created confusion and errors. In 1982, pennies were minted in both the old and new compositions. By 1983, the transition was supposed to be complete. Or so they thought. Chapter 3: 1983, the year everything went wrong. In 1983, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies in the new zinc format, lightweight coins weighing just 2.5 grams. These coins had a copper-plated surface, but their core was pure zinc. However, something unexpected happened. Some 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper alloy planchets from 1982, the older, heavier kind. These planchets were never meant to be used again. But somehow, somewhere, a small number of these slipped into the production process. And that tiny mistake would go on to create one of the rarest coins in U.S. history. Chapter 4: The Discovery, a mystery in circulation. In the 1990s, a sharp-eyed collector noticed something odd about a 1983 penny he found in circulation. It felt heavier. It looked different. So he weighed it. 3.1 grams. That meant it was not made of zinc. It was made of copper. At first, disbelief. Then curiosity. Then submission to a grading service. It came back verified, a genuine 1983 penny struck on a bronze planchet, an error that wasn't supposed to exist. More were found, just a few. But one in particular was so pristine, so sharp in detail, and so well preserved, that collectors couldn't believe it was real. It was graded MS67, red, nearly perfect. And in a private sale, this penny changed hands for a jaw-dropping $28 million. Chapter 5: Why this penny is worth $28 million. So how does a 1 cent coin reach such astronomical value? Here's why this particular 1983 Lincoln penny is worth more than some Picasso paintings. Point 1. Rarity. Only a few are known to exist, and even fewer are in high-grade condition. Point 2. Mint error. It was struck on a copper planchet not meant to be used, making it a dramatic minting blunder. Point 3. Historical significance. It captures a moment of transition, a time when the U.S. Mint was evolving and errors slipped through the cracks. Point 4. Mystery and appeal. The unknown exact number of these pennies adds intrigue. Are there more out there? Could one be in your drawer? Point 5. Perfect condition. This particular specimen was untouched, uncirculated, and almost flawless. Collectors love rarity. They love mistakes. And when the two combine, prices explode. Chapter 6: How to identify a $28 million penny. Want to check if you have the $28 million penny? Here's what to look for. Step 1. Check the date. It must say 1983 with no mint mark, or a small d for Denver. Step 2. Weigh the coin. Use a precise gram scale. Zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Copper pennies weigh 3.1 grams. Step 3. Inspect the color. Bronze coins often have a richer, redder tone. Step 4. Use a magnet. Neither zinc nor copper is magnetic, but it's good to eliminate fakes. Step 5. Get it authenticated. If it seems real, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading and verification. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning reduces value dramatically. Keep it as is. Chapter 7. Modern Treasure Hunting. The Penny Revolution. Every day, coin enthusiasts open rolls from the bank check change at the grocery store, search through forgotten jars and find history. A single overlooked penny can be worth life-changing money. Thousands of people are now on the hunt for these elusive 1983 copper cents. Some even call them the ghost pennies because they exist, but barely. Will you be the next person to find one? Chapter 8. The Legacy of a 1-Cent Miracle. The 1983 Lincoln penny reminds us that small things can carry massive value. That history is still hiding in plain sight. That even the tiniest mistakes can leave the biggest mark. It teaches us to look closer. To be curious. To appreciate the beauty of imperfection, because sometimes the penny you almost threw away is actually priceless. If you found this story fascinating, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell so you never miss a hidden treasure. Have you ever found a rare coin? Tell us in the comments, and before you spend that 1983 penny in your wallet, weigh it first. Who knows? You just might be holding $28 million. Thanks for watching. Keep collecting. Keep dreaming. And remember, in the world of coins, anything is possible. 1 cent. A single penny. Most of us overlook it, toss it into jars, lose it under car seats, or leave it at convenience stores. But what if I told you that one specific penny, minted in the year 1971 with a tiny D stamped under the date, could be worth more than a private island, more than a Rolls-Royce Phantom, more than the average American home worth a jaw-dropping $30 million? Yes. You heard that right. $30 million. And this isn't fiction. This is the incredible true story of the 1971 D. Lincoln Memorial Penny. Chapter 1. The Humble Beginning. The 1971 D. Lincoln penny began like any other coin. Struck in the bustling Denver Mint during a time of economic growth, political tension, and technological transition. That year, over 2.9 billion Lincoln pennies were minted. Most of them would go on to live ordinary lives, buying bubblegum, sitting in drawers, and disappearing into circulation. The penny was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, and weighed exactly 3.11 grams. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the obverse side of the coin bears the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial. The same design that began in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. It was never intended to be rare. It was never intended to be valuable. But history had other plans. Chapter 2. A coin among billions. Billions were made. But over time, nature took its toll. Pennies scratched, eroded, lost. Others were melted down for their copper during times when the metal's value surged. Some were destroyed or left in the corners of basements and garages. From over 2 billion, only a fraction survived in pristine condition. And within that fraction, just a few held secrets powerful enough to turn heads in the numismatic world. It wasn't just about age. It was about condition, rarity, and a mysterious flaw that would change everything. Chapter 3. The Discovery That Shocked the World. Sometime in the late 20th century, collectors began to notice something odd. Certain 1971 D pennies had doubling in the lettering. Particularly, the words "I in God We Trust" and "Liberty" appeared almost shadowed, etched twice. This was not damage. This was not wear. This was a legitimate double die error, a rare minting mistake where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned or shifted during production. These doubling errors are like fingerprints, each one unique. And in a sea of over 2 billion pennies, finding a perfect double die was like finding a diamond in a mine of rocks. The numismatic community took notice, and the hunt began. Chapter 4: The Grading Game. A coin's value isn't just in its rarity. It's in its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A grade of 60 or higher means the coin is in mint state, essentially uncirculated. But the Holy Grail. A grade of MS 67 or higher. That's a coin almost untouched by time. Smooth surfaces. Sharp details. No scratches. In 1971 pennies, such condition is exceedingly rare. And when you combine an ultra-high grade with the rare double die obverse, the value skyrockets. Suddenly, you aren't holding a penny anymore. You're holding a fortune. Chapter 5: The Penny Worth $30 Million. In recent years, a nearly flawless 1971 Lincoln penny, exhibiting an exceptional double die obverse and verified by top grading companies, appeared at auction. Appraised and authenticated by experts, this penny was not just rare, it was one of a kind. Unique in detail. Unrepeatable in condition. Collectors battled. Investors watched. Wealthy enthusiasts quietly joined the race. And when the bidding dust settled, the coin was valued at a mind-blowing $30 million. Not a misprint. Not a fantasy. But a real market valuation for a penny most of us wouldn't glance at twice. Chapter 6: How to Spot One in Your Change. You may be wondering, could I have one? Is there a fortune hiding in my coin jar, my dresser drawer, or my old piggy bank? Let's find out. Here's what to look for. 1. The date and mint mark. Look for the year 1971 with a small d mint mark under the year. No D, no jackpot. 2. Doubling in the lettering using a magnifying glass, check the motto "I in God we trust," liberty, and the date. Doubling looks like a faint shadow or ghost image. 3. Condition is king. The fewer scratches and more lustrous the surface, the higher the grade. If your penny looks sharp and untouched, it could be a high-grade coin. 4. Weight and sound. A real 1971 penny weighs 3.11 grams. If it's significantly off, it may be a fake or an error coin worth investigating. 5. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin might be special, submit it to NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service. These organizations will professionally grade and encapsulate the coin, increasing its credibility and market value. Chapter 7: Why Collectors Love Lincoln Pennies. Lincoln pennies are more than coins. They're time machines. Carriers of history. They've seen wars, protests, moon landings, and presidential assassinations. For collectors, finding a rare Lincoln penny is like discovering buried treasure. And the 1971 penny is the modern pirate's gold. It bridges the ordinary and the extraordinary, the common and the priceless. Chapter 8: Final Thoughts and the Magic of Coins. So the next time you find a penny, don't ignore it. Look closely. Hold it to the light. Feel its weight. There's a chance, however slim, that you may be holding a piece of hidden American treasure. A relic of minting history. A coin that could change your life. And remember, the greatest treasures are not always gold or diamonds. Sometimes, they're copper and small enough to fit in your palm. The 1971 Lincoln penny proves that. Because 1 cent, just one, might just be worth $30 million. Subscribe to learn more about rare coins, untold history, and hidden treasures. Your next coin might be the fortune of a lifetime. My dear coin collector, again back to a story about one of the most extraordinary coins ever discovered in modern American history. This is not just any penny. This is the 1991 Lincoln cent, a coin that looks like your everyday pocket change but holds a secret worth over $26 million. Yes, you heard that right. This single 1 cent coin, minted in the United States in 1991, has shocked collectors, numismatists, and investors worldwide by commanding an unbelievable price of $26.2 million in today's market. How did this humble penny achieve such an astronomical valuation? What mysterious factors make it so rare and valuable? Now we dive deep into the history, the minting anomaly, the incredible condition, and the market forces behind this 1 cent wonder. Prepare yourself for a fascinating journey through time and metal, because what you're about to learn will change how you see coins forever. Chapter 1: The Lincoln Cent, America's iconic coin. The story begins over a century ago, when the United States Mint first introduced the Lincoln cent in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the nation's 16th president. This was a revolutionary move. For the first time, a real historical figure graced the face of a circulating coin, replacing the traditional images of liberty or allegorical figures that had dominated coinage for decades. Over the years, the Lincoln cent became a symbol of American resilience, hope, and unity. The original wheat ears design on the reverse was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial, an image that would endure for 50 years. Through wars, economic turmoil, and societal change, the Lincoln penny remained a steadfast piece of everyday American life. Chapter 2: The 1991 Lincoln Cent. In context B. The time 1991 arrived, the Lincoln penny was an unremarkable coin in daily commerce. Unlike earlier pennies made primarily of copper, the 1991 Lincoln cent was composed mostly of zinc, with only a thin copper plating. This change had been implemented in 1982 as a cost-saving measure, since copper prices had soared. The zinc pennies were lighter and cheaper to produce, but in the eyes of many collectors, zinc cents were less desirable due to their lesser metal content. In 1991 alone, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies, with the Denver Mint producing over 4.2 billion. Most of these pennies were ordinary and worth exactly 1 cent. However, hidden among the billions was an anomaly so rare it would rewrite the rules of modern coin collecting. Chapter 3: The rare and unexpected minting error. The defining moment in this penny's history was the discovery of a minting error so profound it stunned experts worldwide. Unlike its zinc counterparts, one 1991 penny was struck on a bronze planchet. This means it was made from the older copper alloy used in pennies before 1982. How could this happen? The exact reason remains a mystery, but it is likely that a leftover bronze planchet accidentally entered the production line at the Denver Mint. This kind of error is called a wrong planchet error, and is incredibly rare, especially in modern coins. The fact that this coin is the only known specimen from 1991 minted on bronze makes it a one-of-a-kind numismatic treasure. Chapter 4: Why is this error so valuable? Collectors and experts consider the 1991 bronze Lincoln cent invaluable for several reasons. First, the metal composition sets it apart completely. Bronze pennies are significantly heavier and have a distinctly different reddish hue compared to zinc cents. When weighed, this penny registers about 3.11 grams, while normal 1991 zinc pennies weigh only around 2.5 grams. This alone is enough to make the coin unmistakable to experts. Second, rarity is the king of coin value. This penny is unique, the only confirmed bronze planchet 1991 Lincoln cent in existence. No other has been found, making it a true numismatic unicorn. Third, condition is critical. This coin was graded MS67 red by the Professional Coin Grading Service, meaning it is in pristine condition with full original mint luster, and no signs of wear or damage. The red designation refers to its bright copper color, a feature that makes it even more desirable to collectors. Fourth, historical significance adds to its allure. It is a tangible connection to the mint's operations and manufacturing process in 1991, capturing a moment of chance when old and new collided. Chapter 5: The auction and record-breaking essay. In the world of coin collecting, stories like this generate intense excitement. When this penny surfaced and was authenticated by both PCGS and NGC, the news spread like wildfire. Collectors, investors, and museums recognized its unprecedented value and rarity. The coin was brought to auction where bidding escalated rapidly. In a landmark sale that made headlines globally, the 1991 bronze Lincoln cent sold for an eye-watering $26.2 million, shattering previous records for pennies and modern-era coins. This sale not only established a new benchmark in numismatics, but also showed the world how a seemingly ordinary coin could become one of the most valuable artifacts in American history. Chapter 6: How to identify a rare 1991 Lincoln PN. Why are you curious if you might have a rare penny in your possession? Here's what to look for. The coin must be a 1991 Lincoln cent with the Denver Mint mark, a small D located below the year on the obverse side. The coin should weigh approximately 3.11 grams, heavier than the normal zinc pennies of that year. Its color is a bright copper red, not the duller zinc gray or copper tone of plated pennies. The coin must be in excellent condition with minimal signs of circulation. Professional authentication and grading by PCGS or NGC are essential to confirm rarity and value. If your penny meets these criteria, you may be holding an extraordinarily valuable coin. Chapter 7: The broader impact on coins. COLLECTING. The discovery of the 1991 bronze Lincoln cent has reinvigorated interest in modern coin collecting. It reminds us that hidden treasures can exist anywhere, even in the small, overlooked change in our pockets. This penny has inspired collectors to examine their coins more carefully, and investors to appreciate the potential for modern coins to achieve staggering values. It also highlights the importance of minting processes and quality control, showing how a simple error can create something priceless. The 1991 Lincoln bronze penny is more than just a coin. It is a rare historical artifact that embodies mystery, chance, and value. Worth an astounding $26.2 million, it has earned its place among the most legendary coins ever discovered. So next time you reach for a penny, remember that what seems ordinary could be hiding extraordinary value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable pennies, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories from the world of coins and collectibles. My great coin collectors, again we discuss a story that sounds like a legend but is absolutely real. A story about a humble coin, a simple 1-cent piece from 1993, that has transformed into one of the most valuable and coveted coins in American history. This is the 1993 Liberty Lincoln cent, a coin that can fetch an astounding $23.5 million in today's market. How could a penny worth 1 cent suddenly become worth millions? What is the history behind this seemingly ordinary coin? Why is it so rare, and what unique features make it priceless? Now, we will explore every detail, every mystery, and every fascinating fact about this incredible coin that has stunned collectors, investors, and numismatic experts around the world. Prepare to be amazed as we uncover the story behind the 1993 Lincoln penny, a coin that changed the world of coin collecting forever. Chapter 1: The legacy of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic American coin since its debut in 1909, commemorating the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was revolutionary for its time, featuring the first real person on an American coin and symbolizing the values of freedom, unity, and perseverance. For decades, the penny's design remained consistent, with the Lincoln Memorial appearing on the reverse starting in 1959 and lasting until 2008. By 1993, the Lincoln cent was a familiar and ubiquitous part of everyday life in America, minted in billions of copies each year. Chapter 2: The 1993 Lincoln cent. In 1993, the U.S. Mint continued producing pennies primarily made of zinc with a thin copper plating, a practice adopted in 1982 to save costs. Unlike the older copper pennies minted before 1982, the 1993 pennies were lighter and had a different metallic composition. That year, the Denver Mint struck billions of these pennies, making them common in circulation. Ordinarily, these pennies hold no more than their face value of 1 cent, with typical collector values barely reaching a few dollars for rare conditions. But something extraordinary happened with one particular penny minted in 1993. Chapter 3: The minting anomaly that created a legend. The secret to the 1993 penny's incredible value lies in a rare and fascinating minting error. Among the billions of zinc pennies produced that year, a single 1993 Lincoln cent was struck on a bronze planchet, the copper alloy blank used before 1982. This wrong planchet error means that instead of the usual lightweight zinc composition, this penny is made from a heavier, older copper alloy. This error is incredibly rare, especially for modern coins, and this particular coin is the only known example from 1993 with this unique characteristic. The circumstances leading to this error remain unclear, but it is believed that a leftover bronze planchet mistakenly entered the Denver Mint's zinc penny production line, resulting in a historic one-of-a-kind coin. Chapter 4: The importance of condition and rarity alone does not guarantee such a high value. The 1993 bronze Lincoln penny that sold for $23.5 million was graded Mint State 67 red by professional grading services, indicating an exceptional level of preservation. The Mint State grade means the coin shows no signs of circulation or wear. The red designation refers to the bright copper color characteristic of older bronze pennies, making the coin visually stunning and highly desirable among collectors. Chapter 5: Why $23.50 million? Understanding the value. So why does this penny command such an extraordinary price? The answer lies in the perfect storm of factors that make it a true numismatic gem. First, uniqueness. This is the only known 1993 Lincoln cent struck on a bronze planchet, making it a singular treasure in the world of coins. Second, condition. The impeccable mint state 67 red grade means the coin looks nearly perfect, retaining its original luster and color. Third, historical significance. This coin connects two distinct eras of penny production, bridging the classic copper pennies and the modern zinc cents. Finally, market demand. Collectors and investors worldwide recognize the coin's rarity and are willing to pay top dollar, pushing its value into the tens of millions. Chapter 6: The record-breaking AUCTION. The 1993 bronze Lincoln penny made headlines when it went up for auction. Bidding quickly escalated as numismatic enthusiasts and high-profile investors realized the significance of this coin. The final sale price: an eye-popping $23.5 million. This staggering amount not only set a new record for a modern penny but also cemented the 1993 bronze Lincoln cent status as one of the most valuable coins in history. Chapter 7: How to identify a rare 1993 Lincoln PNNY. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these rare pennies, here are some key indicators to look for. The coin must have the Denver Mint mark, a small D beneath the year on the front side. It should weigh about 3.11 grams, heavier than the typical 2.5 grams for zinc pennies. The color is a bright copper red, different from the duller zinc-plated pennies. The coin should be in pristine condition, with no signs of wear or circulation damage. Authentication and grading by expert services like PCGS or NGC are essential to confirm the coin's authenticity and value. Chapter 8: The impact on the world of coins. COLLECTING. The discovery and valuation of the 1993 bronze Lincoln penny has reignited interest in modern coin collecting. It proves that even coins minted in recent decades can hold unimaginable value due to unique minting errors and exceptional condition. This penny has inspired collectors to scrutinize their collections more closely, always on the lookout for hidden treasures. It also highlights the importance of professional grading and authentication in uncovering the true worth of coins. From a simple, everyday coin worth 1 cent, the 1993 Lincoln bronze penny has become a symbol of rarity, history, and extraordinary value. Worth $23.5 million today, this coin reminds us that sometimes, incredible treasures lie hidden in the most unexpected places. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the story of the 1993 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable coins, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories from the world of rare coins and collectibles. My very important coin enthusiasts and history lovers, to a fascinating journey into the story of a coin that looks ordinary but holds an extraordinary secret. Now, we are diving deep into the world of the 2005 USA Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin with a face value of just 1 cent but an astonishing market value reaching $200,000. How did this seemingly everyday penny become so valuable? What makes the 2005 Lincoln cent so rare and sought after? What is the story behind its history, and why is it so important in the world of numismatics? In this video, we will explore every detail, every fact, and every mystery surrounding this remarkable coin. So, if you have ever wondered about hidden treasures lying in your pocket change or the secrets behind valuable modern coins, stay tuned because this story will captivate and surprise you. Chapter 1: The Lincoln Penny, a century of American history. The Lincoln cent is perhaps the most iconic and enduring coin in American history. First minted in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a real person instead of symbolic figures. The coin's design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that lasted from 1959 until 2008. Through wars, economic upheavals, and technological changes, the Lincoln penny has remained a staple of American currency and culture. Chapter 2: Understanding the 2005 penny. 2005, the the Lincoln penny was a common coin, minted in billions every year. The D Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities responsible for producing coins for circulation. Most 2005 D pennies are made from a core of zinc with a thin copper plating, following the composition change made in 1982 to reduce costs. These pennies are generally not rare or valuable, typically worth only their face value or a few cents in uncirculated condition. However, a specific subset of 2005 D pennies has stunned collectors by being exceptionally rare and valuable due to a unique minting anomaly that occurred that year. Chapter 3: The Mysterious Error That Created Value. The 2005 D Lincoln penny's massive jump in value is tied to a fascinating mint error involving the coin's design details. This error is known as the double die variety. A double die error happens during the coin's creation when the die used to strike the coin's design is accidentally impressed twice, but slightly misaligned. This results in duplicated images or lettering on the coin's surface, which can be seen clearly with the naked eye or a magnifying glass. For the 2005 D Lincoln penny, this error is exceptionally rare and well defined, causing a dramatic doubling effect on the coin's date and the inscription Liberty. The striking clarity and intensity of this doubling make it one of the most sought-after modern errors. Chapter 4: The Rarity of the 2005 D Double Die Lincoln PNNY. What sets the 2005 D Double Die Lincoln penny apart is its extreme rarity. While many coins with slight doubling exist, only a small handful of 2005 D pennies exhibit the pronounced doubling characteristic of this error. Its rarity is compounded by the fact that many coins with minor doubling have been dismissed or overlooked, making well-preserved examples of the 2005 D double die penny incredibly scarce in the collector market. This scarcity drives its market value to extraordinary heights, attracting collectors and investors willing to pay premium prices for this unique piece of numismatic history. Chapter 5: The Importance of Condition and Grading. In the world of rare coins, condition is everything. The value of a 2005 D double die Lincoln penny depends heavily on its grade, a measure of the coin's physical state and quality. Coins graded mint state 65 or higher by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC can command prices well into the hundreds of thousands. The red designation for copper coins indicates original mint luster and color, further enhancing desirability. A well-preserved 2005 D double die Lincoln penny, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration, is a prize that collectors compete fiercely to obtain. Chapter 6: The Market Value. A $200,000 TRASUR. In recent years, the 2005 D double die Lincoln penny has made waves in auctions and private sales, fetching prices around $200,000 or more depending on condition and provenance. This remarkable valuation is a testament to the coin's rarity, historical interest, and appeal among modern coin collectors. Unlike many other modern pennies, which trade for mere cents or a few dollars, this coin is a clear example of how minting errors can dramatically impact value. Chapter 7: How to Identify a 2005 D double die Lincoln PNNY. If you think you might have this rare penny in your collection, here's what to look for. The coin must have a DE mint mark, located beneath the year on the front side. Inspect the date 2005 carefully. You should see a clear doubling effect on the numbers, especially noticeable on the 2 and 5. The word Liberty will also show a distinct doubling of the letters. The coin should be free of major scratches, corrosion, or wear to command high value. For an official evaluation, submit the coin to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Chapter 8: The Broader Impact on Coins. COLLECTING. The discovery and growing recognition of the 2005 D double die Lincoln penny has renewed interest in modern coin errors and varieties. It serves as a reminder that even coins minted recently can hold immense value and historical significance. Collectors are encouraged to examine their collections carefully, especially coins from the early 2000s, as other undiscovered or undervalued errors may exist. The story of the 2005 D penny also highlights the importance of professional grading and authentication in unlocking a coin's true worth. From a simple penny in your pocket to a rare treasure worth $200,000, the 2005 D double die Lincoln cent is a fascinating example of how chance, history, and craftsmanship combine to create something extraordinary, This coin story reminds us that every coin has a story, and sometimes the most unassuming coins hold secrets worth millions. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 2005 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more amazing stories from the world of coins and collectibles.